Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a what I bought for school haul. All of this I bought for less than $20. I went shopping at Walmart, and yeah, so I actually just got back, and I wanted to show you guys what I got. Some of the stuff for school I already have, and I'll talk about what I already have, and this is just stuff that I actually needed because I went to school last year, so I'm bringing over stuff from that. So what I already have is a calculator. And you can get a really cheap one. I actually got a dollar store calculator, and that survived me all year. So yeah, calculator. And I had note cards and post-it notes. Or like index cards and post-it notes. I didn't really use index cards that much last year, so I don't feel like they're necessary items. Some people study really well with them, some people don't. I thought I would use them, but I ended up not using them. So I'll use maybe one or two this coming year, but not that many. So I'm not too concerned about that. And the post-it notes, I think I use, again, one or two of them just so I can mark some sections in books. But what I have here is like the absolute like necessities, and it's not that much, surprisingly, because I usually spend a little bit too much with back to school shopping. But it's not too much, and this is just stuff that I think you really should have. So I bought all this stuff for under $20, and let's jump right in. So the first thing I got were some pens, and these are just like really simple pens. I just bought a bunch of them because here's the thing. You don't need a crap ton of, you need a lot of pens, I feel like, but you don't need like all those colorful, crazy ones. If you want them, that's totally fine, but like I said, I like to go for like the necessity items. So I got some just plain black pens. They're Papermate, Inkjoy, whatever, just very basic pens. But I personally like the clicker ones versus the cap, because I feel like the cap kind of dries out more and I always lose the cap and it's always a mess. So I like the clicker ones. And these also, there's something, they're like ballpoint pens, which means they write a little bit better. And I love those types of pens, but everyone to his own opinion. But yes, you need some pens or pencils or something. I recommend pens versus pencils because pencils smudge and they fade and it gets gross, and yeah, these are much better. The next item I got was actually really cheap, and this was a little thing of tape, and this is just something that I'll throw into my backpack and just have this with me, but it's always nice to have something in case something rips or whatever. Just have a little bit of Scotch tape just to be on the safe side. So yes, this was like less than $1, and it was just, yeah, you don't need a lot. You're not going to be using Scotch tape every single day, but just in case you need some, have some, and it's actually going to help you out a lot. The next thing I got was a water bottle. It says love on it, and I'm not really a fan of the color, but you know what? It just needs to hold H2O, so that's all I care about. And it was really cheap. It was like $1.27. So yes, very cheap. I am a sucker for cheap things. And it's not like it's gonna break 2 seconds later, because it's not like that kind of cheap, but it'll do what it's supposed to, and that's carry water around. You always want to have some kind of water or some kind of drink with you, because A, it'll help you stay awake if you stayed up way too late last night, and B, it'll keep you hydrated. I recommend water and not just coffee, because coffee, yes, is the lifeblood of everything, but water will actually really help you focus and take away some of those headaches and things like that. So bring water with you. The next thing I got was a planner, and I always get a planner every single year because I always use up the one I had previously. This one says, make today amazing. I don't know how much you can see of it, but it's, I don't know, it's pastel colors. It's very just simple. And it's a very simple planner. It gives you fun little sayings. This one says, I can and I will, watch me. Very inspirational. You can write down special dates, goals, notes to self, whatever. They give you some blank pages just for notes. And then once you actually get into the days, it's like, actually, obviously, most planners have this. It gives you the whole calendar for the month, and then it splits it out into like day by day. The next couple things I got, I'm just going to do at the same time because they really do go hand in hand, and that is loose leaf college lined paper and a folder. Now, these are both a couple dollars each, or not even each, this is a couple cents. This is maybe $1.50. But basically what it is, what I like to do with this is I'll bring in this to class with some loose leaf paper in it. And I'll make all my scribblings, all my quick notes, everything. And at the top of the page, I'll write whatever class I'm in. Like if I'm in Psych 101, I'll write Psych 101, and then I'll make all the notes out for that day. And then I'll throw it into this. When I get home that night, I'll review my notes, I'll reorganize them, and then I'll write them into the designated notebook that I have for that class. That way it helps me remember stuff. So I'll write down all my scribblings and all my notes. And then when I get home at night, I'll pull out this folder that has all my loose leaf pages in it. And I'll copy down everything that I need to know and all my notes that I made in class that day into an actual notebook that I have specifically for that class. And that way it helps me to remember because I'm reiterating that information. And it just, I don't know, it makes everything neater, more coherent. It implants it better in my brain. So that's what I personally like to do. Highly recommended for that method. And yeah, so I bought loose leaf and a little notebook, or not a notebook, a little folder. And last but not least, I bought lots of notebooks. I have 6 classes, so I like to have a notebook for each class. And if I don't use it all for that one semester, that's fine. And since I use the other method of writing all my notes down on loose leaf, I don't have to carry all of these around in my book bag or my backpack or whatever you call it. So I have one, very simple, just as notes, yellow and white. It's kind of cute. I don't know, whatever. I'm not really into fashion or cuteness or whatever, but like, I don't know. I think it's kind of nice. So I have this one. And then I have this one, which is very plain, just like stripes. I only do a couple of like fun ones and cute ones because the cute ones are always really expensive. So these are like, I think $1 or something each. Yeah, I think they're each like $1 and something. So, or maybe $2. And I was like, okay, you know, I'll spend a little bit more on 2 of them. And then I have, or actually I lied, 3 because this one has also some designs. I'm taking 6 classes, by the way, so I have 6 different notebooks. This one has some fun little designs on it. It's black, white, gold, blue. I don't know, I just feel like it's very minimalistic and I like it, and I just like minimalistic designs and things like that, so I liked it. And I always put my favorite classes in these notebooks. So I always feel like I'm a little bit biased and I always pick favorites, but you know what? I like these kind of notebooks and whatnot. And the last ones are really, really boring. I just have a blue one and 2 black ones because they're cheap. They're all cheap. These are like just the plain ones. They're just regular lined paper, super simple, super easy. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I bought. I did not buy a lot. This is all under $20. I don't need a lot, and I don't think you need a lot either. I think a lot of kids, myself included, especially when I started off my freshman year, I bought a lot of stuff. I think my shopping list for back to school for my freshman year was like $50. And most of that stuff I didn't even end up using. It was just all this random stuff that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally going to need this ruler. That's like way overpriced. Or I'm totally going to need these fancy notebooks that are way overpriced. Or I want everything to be perfect. Or I need a brand new backpack or all this craziness. Like if you have a hand-me-down, if you have whatever, use that and save that extra money for like an actual textbook or something that you really need. But I feel like this is the necessity stuff. Notebooks, pens, a water bottle, like normal stuff that you would get, and you can get it all for under $20. Probably cheaper if you go to like a Dollar Tree or something like that, but I went to a Walmart because whatever, it was close by. So I feel like you could get stuff for way cheaper, but I went a little bit pricier, a little classier, you know what I'm saying? So I went to a Walmart instead. So yeah, I did not get that much, but that's because I am trying to save money. And yeah, so I hope this video kind of helped you guys out a lot in some way, in some shape, in some form. And that way, when you go to get your school stuff, you probably already have it by now because I'm kind of making this video late in the game. But if you haven't, because if you're a late Lucy? Was that the saying? I don't even know. But if you're a procrastinator like myself when it comes to this kind of thing, then you're probably watching this video now and saying, I gotta get on that. So I hope this helped you out in some way. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit, and I'll see you guys all in a couple days. Bye!